Good evening, guys. I'm Mac again, and I live right here in Lexington, Mississippi. And welcome back on the road with the SPRA. You know, Saturday night at your 2020 SPFR, I like to call it Championship Saturday. That's where the best of the best come in there. You come in there wondering who's going to come out of the shadows and into the limelight and claim their place in our prestigious arena of world champions. Well, I'm going to tell you, these cowboys and cowgirls, they came in there and they got plumb ranchy. Son, they fought hard, and in the end, only a few were victorious. And this is how it shook out. In the bareback, son, he led it pretty much all year. He came in there and won round one from Piedmont, South Carolina. Your world champion for 2020 is Mr. Kenneth Glick. Then my man from Cottondale, Florida, Joe Farron. Man, he was on fire all year long, and it paid off for the Bronx Stomper. He is your reigning Saddle Bronc champion in the SPRA. Then the pretty cowgirl from over in Madison, Georgia, Ms. Marley Malcolm, the newly engaged cowgirl. Son, she came in here sitting number one in the standings, but I can remember back in the season early when she barely made it to the top 10, and then, boy, she jumped from 10 to like 7 to like the top 5 and just got that number one spot. And when she got her hands on it, she never let it go. And that made her your 2020 SPRA World Breakaway Champion. In the calf roping, we're going to keep the saddle and the hardware right here in the Magnolia State. Pontotoc, Mississippi's own Cooper Christensen is your 2020 calf roping SPRA World Champion. On to the big man's event. Now this cowboy, he really isn't that big. I say he's not that big. He's pretty big on the leaderboard. He's pretty big in the classroom. I'm talking about Calera, Alabama's own Mr. J.T. Ellison. He won round one. He come in there, had a little tough luck in round two, but the cowboy had done so well all year long that it got him a brand new saddle, and it got him the hardware and the title of 2020 SPRA World Champion. Congratulations, JT. In the team roping, this pair of cowboys hails from L.A. When I say L.A., I mean Lower Alabama. Bay Minette, Alabama, to be exact. They've been roping together probably since they came out of the womb. As a matter of fact, the cowboy on the hillside, Zach Dobbins, he told me one time in an interview that he came out of the womb twirling the umbilical cord. The man that slung the string on the head side, Caston Peavy, did it for him. Caston Peavy and Zach Dobbins taking home the hardware, taking home the saddles, back down to Lower Alabama for your 2020 World Champion Team Ropers. In the barrel racing. Now this cowgirl, she is a former world champion from several years ago, and she never gave up. She sticks with it year after year after year. She's a great barrel horse trainer, and she's riding a buckskin she calls Amazing, which is also your 2020 Barrel Horse of the Year. Miss Angela Hudson streaks in there, and couldn't anybody catch her. We say congratulations to you, Angela Hudson. Magnolia Barrel Horses is where it's at for your World Championship in 2020. Then on to the bull riding. Once again, this is no surprise at all. This cowboy comes in there, just completely sweeps the finals. Round one, he gets to it. Round two brings him 81 points. He wins the average, and he takes home the hardware and a brand new saddle back over to the Peach State of Georgia. Mr. Tough Morgan is your 2020 SPRA Bull Riding World Champion. That takes us to the last one. Now, I'm going to tell you something about this cowboy here. He's probably one of the most decorated cowboys in all of America for his age group. This cowboy has been on fire this year. He's seen a ton of success on the world stage out in Guthrie, Oklahoma. He saw a ton of success on the world stage down in Davie, Florida. He leaves there, comes up to Philadelphia, Mississippi. Son, he wins the average in the calf roping. He wins the average in the steer wrestling. I'm talking about Mr. Marcus Terrio from Poplarville, Mississippi. He is your 2020 SPRA all-around world champion. Guys, we say congratulations to all of you, and I say I hope to see you in 2021 with the SPRA. As a matter of fact, if you want to see all these great cowboys and cowgirls, the very next place you can meet us is in Odenville, Alabama on March the 12th and the 13th for the second annual St. Clair County Cattlemen's Rodeo. This rodeo was voted your 2020 Best New Indoor Rodeo of the Year. You can meet me and Frontier Classic over there along with a host of amazing SPRA cowboys and cowgirls. Come see us on the road with the SPRA.